All right. Hello. Welcome back. So now we're going to be doing the dailies for this week in July. Um, I start my weeks on Sunday, although in the Hobonichi, it's really a Monday start, but mentally I think about the start of my week on Sunday. And this for me is the first week of my 12-week year. So um, I have annual goals, but then most of my planning is done within the 12-week frame. So I'm planning right now for July, August, September, and I start my week one with this week. So this is week one of my 12-week year, or quarter three. Um, and okay, so again, as I mentioned, for this week, I'm still going to be continuing with the red, white, and blue. On this day, I chose these stickers. So this is Pinky Mono Papers. It's the Juneteenth for me. So it's actually a Juneteenth set. But the colors for the Juneteenth flag are also red, white, and blue. And so I'm going to go ahead and use these for this week. And particularly, I wanted to use this set because on Sunday, I am going on a day date with my husband. We're taking a tour called the Ona Judge Freedom Tour. And Ona Judge was enslaved by George and Martha Washington, and she was able to escape from them here in Philadelphia. And George Washington spent the rest of his life looking for Ona and placing ads in the newspapers and paying for people to track her down and try and bring her back to enslavement. But she remained free for the rest of her life. And so it's an incredible story. A sorority sister of mine from college actually wrote a book about Ona Judge. And so I'm excited to go on this date with my husband on Sunday and wanted to honor that with this spread. Okay, so that being said, let's get started. So I think I'm going to start with this lovely lady in the red, white, and blue. So I'm really excited about this tour because in Philadelphia there is a replica that represents the president's house when he stayed in Philadelphia. And on the premises is also a memorial to those who were enslaved in the house when they were here, including those who were able to escape to freedom, such as Ona and Hercules, I believe, was the other person. But I'm particularly interested in the story of Ona Judge. So, yeah, I wanted to make this spread in her honor. And again, that's going to be on Sunday. Oh, did I want to use that one? I kind of want to, you know what? I'm going to use the big one. I'm going to use the big one. Put that down for another time. And I'm going to place this one on this side. So on my dailies, I typically will use the dailies to jot down what I actually did that day. So I may fill in the schedule beforehand, and then at the end of the day, fill in actually what happened during that day. Like say it gets canceled, so I'll write canceled, or say I added another activity, then of course I will add that activity. So I thought that this was a great sticker set to honor and acknowledge the fight for freedom in this country, for all people. And sometimes we don't acknowledge that on the original Independence Day, there were many people in this country who were not yet free. And so I like to honor that. All right, so some of these stickers I'm also going to save for the next spread, because it is my son's birthday. And so those that, yeah, I think I'm going to keep it simple and maybe add later. But right now, that's what we're going to leave it as. And that way I can also write about my experience once it happens. All right, and then on this day is my son's birthday. So I'm going to put balloons. I'll include the freedom balloon. He's turning 17 and is very joyful in getting closer and closer to independence in some ways, I think. You know, he knows that as the older he gets, the more freedoms he's allowed to have, although he has a lot more freedoms than I ever did at his age. So he is, so Independence Day, I guess, has even more meaning for him, being born around that time. All right. And the other thing about this 2-day spread is that on the following day, I am where do I want to put cupcake? I am going fishing with my friend, and I've never been fishing before, so I'm very excited about that. So I wanted to figure out how I could incorporate that without taking away from, like, I like in this spread when there's like 2 days to try and go across the theme, take the theme across the 2 pages. I mean, not do like one theme here, one theme here, although I have done that. It's not unheard of, but I do want to see how I can merge the 2. So that's what we're going to do now. All right, so this was another spread that I had. This is spread of stickers, Nikki plus 3, and this is lake mode. I used some of the stickers, as you can see, when I went down for my father's birthday, and we stayed at a lake. My father loves to fish, so I used some of that for his visit, for the visit with him. And yeah, I had some left over, so I'm going to do that here. I'm very excited to go fishing. I have never been fishing before. So this should be fun. And I think it's my friend's first time fishing as well, so we'll be learning together. They have this awesome place in Philadelphia called Bartram's Garden. And there are lots of things you can do there. And they have lots of classes and teaching and it's just a wonderful, like, peaceful place in the midst of the city. And that's where we'll be going. And they have fishing, so I think it's going to be fun. So we're going to use that, and then I'm going to use the bike on the other page where we are celebrating my son's birthday. He's not getting a bike, not this year, but I thought that might be cute. And we'll put it closer to the fishing side. Uh-oh. And then I want to see if maybe some of the stickers from the last video, the Pretty Pinko red, white, and blue set, if I could use some of those to help kind of merge the two themes. We will see. All right. So here we have the minis from that. Oh, these flowers are pretty. Do I want to use the flowers? Maybe not today. Okay. I think I might. Yes. I'm going to put her on this side. And then maybe puppy is so cute. I don't know if he's a puppy, but he's adorable. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the dog. And I feel like I want one more thing. Maybe I'll do the flowers. Does that tie it all together? Let me think. I feel like I need something right here. Maybe I'll do another sparkle. And then we will leave this thing. All right. So that's my son's birthday and going fishing. I think I did it. All right. And then Thursday and Friday, we can use the rest of our pretty pink coat. I think I want to use these flowers. I love being able to put like a mix of flowers on a page. It just brings me a lot of joy. You know, it's funny because during the summer, I only really think of going to the beach. I don't think of lakes or going to a lake house or anything like that. And when we stayed at the place we stayed at, it was a lake and it was just beautiful. And I cannot wait to go back. The whole family really enjoyed ourselves. There was kayaking, and you could do paddle boating. We didn't. It actually, one of my sons really enjoyed kayaking, but then it started to rain, and so we didn't get the full experience of it, unfortunately, but definitely are looking forward to being able to go back and stay. I would stay at that same place because it was just absolutely gorgeous, and we had a great time. And it's close to my father's home. I have a pretty large family, and so it's nice to be able to be close by, but also just spread out and do something different. We've never done that before. But this time, because there were so many people in town for my father's birthday, you know, there wasn't enough space for everybody. So we went ahead and got a space. And I'm so glad that we did because we really enjoyed that experience. And we'll do it again. All right, I think I'm going to put down maybe one more. And then call it a day. for our dailies on Sunday and Monday, we used the Pinky Mono papers. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we used Pinky Mono papers and the Pretty Pink Co, as well as Nikki Plus 3. And then Thursday and Friday, we wrapped it up with Pretty Pink Co. I hope you enjoyed this Plan With Me session or Decorate With Me, and look forward to talking to you next time. Take care.